Welcome back to the listening room, everyone. My name is Benjamin, and today Landon returns to the show because we can't get rid of him. No, I'm joking. We're doing Huey Lewis and the News, and I believe this is your favorite band of all time.
Yep.
Good deal. 10 albums. They stretched from the 80s, and they released one album in 2020. It is going to be the last album because I don't remember. Huey's got some disease in his ear, I think, and he can't hear out of one of them. As far from what I looked up, that's what was going on. So they just recorded one last album, and we will go through from our least favorite to our favorite. Landon, kick us off with your least favorite, because I don't know about you. I didn't really think they had any bad albums, so least favorite is probably more appropriate than worst.
Okay. Well, my number 10 is going to be Weather. That one was not bad. It just did not compare to the rest of them.
Okay.
It definitely. I don't remember how many songs it had, but it compared to
7.
how many. Okay, so 7 songs. It didn't have more good ones than it had bad ones. It had more bad ones than it had good ones. That's why it's at number 10. Overall, not a bad album, but it's not their greatest work.
Okay. My turn?
Yep.
Number 10, for me, 4 Chords and 7 Years Ago. Nothing against the album. I actually enjoy it. It was actually harder to listen to because that was the only one not on streaming. From my end, at least. It might be on something y'all have. But basically, this album doesn't have much original material. I don't think it has any original material. It's 50s and 60s rhythm and blues covers, which they're good, and they were influential to the band. But it's just not... I want to hear original material.
Yeah.
So, nothing against it. It's great. Listen to it. But, and the album title is clever. But it's not something I'll go back to. One, it's not as accessible because I don't have any of these albums on CD.
Yeah.
Vinyl I do, actually, but I did not pull it out. Sorry. But yeah, I want original material, so that's why I have this. Stuff has to fall to the bottom. That's the reason why this one fell to the bottom. So your number 9 is up next.
Okay, my number 9 is going to be Plan B. This is their one that they released in 2020, right?
No, Weather was 2020. Plan B was 2001.
Oh, never mind then. I had them mixed up. So this one, I really actually liked this one, but it only had one good song that I really liked off of it. And that one was We're Not Here for a Long Time. That was their opening song on that album. That was a really great song. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I liked some of the other songs towards the end, but overall it's number 9 because that was my favorite song out of all of them. I didn't have any ones that compared to that. But I mean, maybe that's just my taste, but overall I thought it was a mediocre album. It had a really great one song, one hit, but the rest of it just didn't compare. That's why it's at number 9.
I'm laughing because I just realized that your least favorite is also the final album. It always happens this way, fellas. Okay, actually, it doesn't always happen this way because it didn't happen with Sabbath.
Mm-mm.
And it didn't happen with, I think, another band, but we'll see how, as we keep going, how many times this is going to be the case. Weather is next for me, though. At number 9. I liked it, but for me, since it was the final work and they had to cut production short on it, it's really short. It's 27 minutes, I believe. 26 minutes. 7 songs, 26 minutes. I like While We Were Young and Her Love Is Killing Me. There's nothing on here that I disliked. I just think that it's the only issue for me is that it's too short.
Mm-hmm.
No, not issue. I understand why they had to do it, but I prefer longer albums, especially if it's going to have full-length stuff. I think that barely made it out of an EP.
Yeah.
That barely made it out. But I think it was only because of the number of songs, because the length of it is technically EP length.
Yeah.
So nothing against it, and I understand, it's a fine final work for me, but it definitely had to go at where it is just simply because it's so short.
Yeah.
Your next choice, number 8.
Okay, my number 8 is 4 Chords and Several Years Ago. I'd have to agree with what Benjamin said on it. I think it was I think it was a standout album, but it definitely just wasn't. I just didn't compare it to the rest of them. I mean, the other ones, all these gotta fall to the bottom eventually, and that's what most of these albums at the bottom are. But It's Alright was a good song for me, and then, but it just, you said it wasn't as original, did you not?
Well, it's because it's blues covers,
Yeah.
blues and rhythm covers. So
It's not as upbeat like the rest of their music is.
yeah.
I mean, when I think of upbeat music, I think of Huey Lewis and the News, but that's why I had to fall down to number 8 for me. It had some good songs, but the category just wasn't there for Huey Lewis. I really like their upbeat songs, and that's why a lot of their upbeat songs are gonna be higher up on the list. But this one just wasn't it, so that's why it's at number 8.
I was gonna mention, but It's Alright, because I think that one, I knew that one from the compilation,
Mhm.
which is one of the greatest compilations. This Huey Lewis and the News Greatest Hits, I think is what it's called. Because
Yeah.
that was one of the earliest CDs I ever bought, or I say bought, got for Christmas or whatever. So I do like that song a whole lot as the standout to that album. But my number 8 is Soulsville, 2010. So these razor thin margin between all these albums. So like that's part of the issue with trying to pick all these. I like Don't Fight It. Just One More Day, Get You Off My Mind, title track. I like those.
Yeah.
Not to say I don't like the rest of the album. Those are the standouts for me. So it's at number 8. 8? Yeah, because you're number 7 next. So it's good. I like it. I don't have anything bad to say about it.
Yeah. All right, my number 7 is gonna be Huey Lewis and the News. Their self-titled album.
The debut?
Their debut album, yeah. This one was really good. I enjoyed this one a lot. A lot of people don't like this one because it doesn't really seem like Huey Lewis and the News yet. When I think of Huey Lewis and the News, I think of what obviously, like I said before, what my higher albums are going to be. Mm. This one wasn't as much Huey Lewis and the News. It was a lot more new wave music, but it wasn't really like them yet because it was their debut album, but I think they really did a good job. I think this is really a great debut album. I mean, it's number 7 for me, but that's just because their later work is a lot better. But overall, I'd call this like a very middle ground album. If you're gonna listen to it, I definitely think it's worth the listen.
Yep.
But yeah, that's my number 7.
So my 7 is Plan B, 2001. I believe this. What was this? Your number 9?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're not too far off yet. I Ain't Perfect, My Other Woman. Those are really good. Title track, the rhythm branches. Honestly, that's a pretty fun song. I liked that one a lot. Opening song, We're Not Here for a Long Time, We're Here for a Good Time. I liked it. Again, just the razor thin margin that all these albums going up have until I get to like the first and second ones for me. Everything just has a really like almost hairline difference.
Yeah.
Between like why I put it there. Things had to fall in the weird spots, and I was moving stuff all around as I was listening. I was getting kind of that's a good problem to have when you have all the albums just going in various spots and sliding in different spots. Eventually, I had to just be like, no more. We're not going to move this anymore. We're going to stick to this because these albums definitely could move for me. Maybe not the last one, but everything else for the most part will move. Okay. So your turn. Number 7.
My number 6.
Is it 6?
Yeah, it's at 6. Is Soulsville. So we were pretty close on that one. Yours was number 7, wasn't it? Or yours was number 8?
No, it was number 8. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we're getting there closer. My favorite from this one was Respect Yourself, song-wise.
Yep.
I liked it. Okay, this one, I don't know if that's just me. It didn't feel like Huey Lewis and the News, but I liked it a lot compared to like some of the other albums.
Right.
So like I like this one more than their debut album. and I'm not really sure why that is. It's just a personal preference, and I really was trying hard to pinpoint why I felt that way, but I really don't have an explanation for it. But I honestly really liked Huey Lewis's voice in this one. It really stood out a lot more than the other ones. Maybe that's just because I was paying attention to it a lot more.
Maybe.
But he's got a good voice. But yeah, my number 6 is gonna be Soulsville, 2010.
It looks like, I don't know if this was, from what I'm reading, it also might have been a covers album, or it says it's a tribute from Wikipedia. It says, so take this with a grain of salt. A tribute to the artists and music of Stax Records. So I think mostly it's covers, or it's just a pretty good tribute to those artists.
I think it's both.
Which is fine. Like, I thought it was pretty good, not gonna lie. Even if it wasn't necessarily original material, but they did take it and make it their own. Next up for me is, this is my number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Hard at Play. Build Me Up. A Couple Days Off is on the compilation. Love that song. I think We Should Be Making Love is another one I liked on it. I didn't like anything, or I didn't dislike anything off of it. Just trying to look and see. Time Ain't Money's good. Couple Days Off is probably my favorite on that album.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I liked it. And it was like lower in the ranking until I heard some of the other ones, and then it started rising a little bit, and I was like, okay. So yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit. So Hard at Play is my next one.
All right. Well, my number 5 is also Hard at Play.
Okay.
My favorite song from that one is Couple Days Off. I think that's a really great song. This is a very solid album. I mean, it's a number 5, so it's right in the middle of the list. Because there's 10 albums in this one. Honestly, I feel like they did a really great job on this one. I felt like they took a lot of effort into it. So I mean, it paid off. I am not sure how popular this one is compared to other people, but I mean, it's at my number 5 out of 10. So I mean, it's pretty good. And It Hit Me Like a Hammer was also a really great song that I liked.
Yep.
But overall, I'd give this album. If we're talking a 5 out of 10 or a 1 out of 10, it's gonna be a 5 because it's in the middle of my list, obviously. But it's a good album. I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it. All right, your number 5.
Debut for me. So Huey Lewis in the News. I'm pulling all my notes and stuff from my phone, so that's why I keep looking over here. I really like Trouble in Paradise. I've always liked that from the compilation, so that one's probably my favorite off of the debut. Some of My Lies Are True, Sooner or Later is really good. Stop Trying, Now Here's to You. It definitely has a different feel, though.
Yeah.
Like, they were still, not necessarily like they were trying to find their footing, but more identity.
Yeah.
Is probably the best way to describe that. But even if you guys don't like it, give it a listen. Well, I mean, if you haven't heard it, give it a listen. If you don't like it, well, I mean, you're not gonna like it. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a solid debut, but I do think they got better from there.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a pretty cool album, though.
My number 4 is gonna be Small World. This one's a number 4. I really liked it, even though it felt a little bit more experimental on how they did their music. But overall, it's a great album, and it's not like other Huey Lewis in the News. I feel like this one could have either been like their very top album, or it could have been their very bottom album. But it landed itself on the top, so I mean, good for them. They got a lot of great music on this album. But honestly, I just feel like this one might be a little underrated. I don't know how other people rank it, but to me, this one felt like, I don't know, it was really good. So I'm not sure if it's underrated or not, but I can see why other people wouldn't like it. Just because it's not like normal Huey Lewis. It's very experimental, like I said before. But to me, it's definitely worthy of that number 4 spot. And that was released in 1988, so that was, 8 years after their debut album?
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty good. I really liked it. Number 4, Small World.
You hit the hammer on the head with saying experimental. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
It is my number 4, by the way, Small World. Love the song. Perfect World's my favorite off of it, though.
Really?
I love that song. had to listen to that one a ton. Give Me the Keys and I'll Drive You Crazy, Slammin'. I do like how they do Small World Part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I thought that was very creative and cool. Better Be True. I liked that one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bobo Tempo was actually pretty fun too. Almost listed the whole album there, but yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna like this one at first.
Yeah.
Just because like it isn't necessarily as well received because I think it had to follow up. Yeah, it had to follow up 4,
Mm-hmm.
which a little later, but that's hard to follow it up. At least it didn't follow up Sports, otherwise it probably would have been slammed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like it, and I thought the album cover was kind of creative too on it. It was pretty fun. So that's my number 4. So you're on top 3.
Yep, top 3. All right, my top 3 is gonna be Picture This. I really enjoyed this album. It added a lot of great songs. My 2 favorite from this one were Do You Believe in Love and then Working for a Living. Those were really good in my opinion. I loved it. The album cover, it's just a headshot of Huey Lewis. I mean,
for all the like, I don't recommend bands doing that. Not that I have any say in this, but just don't do it. But this wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually. Yeah, I thought it's fine.
Yeah, but this album was definitely full of energy.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it. It was very upbeat. This felt like Huey Lewis in the News. And honestly, it's very deserving of the top 3. I'm not sure where other people rank this one. I would assume this one would be a good like top contender for people.
Yeah.
But I mean, is this their second album? No.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
82. 82? Yeah, 82.
That's a good second album right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for them. Yeah, my number 3 is going to be Picture This.
Yeah, they stepped up their game with it. That's
Mm-hmm.
also my number 3, by the way.
Look
So,
at
will our top 4 be the same? It might. Do You Believe in Love is my favorite off the album, and of course, Working for a Living's great. Change of Heart, Giving It Up for Love. Oh, I Hope You Love Me Like You Say You Do. They have those 4 through 6 songs, 4 through 6. Hope You Love Me Like You Say You Do. Working for a Living. Do You Believe in Love?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great trio. Those are my favorite 3 off the album, though. So, yeah, I really liked it. Here's the picture of. Well, come on.
Can kind of
Just look it up. It doesn't look that bad off my thing. So that is my number 3. Your number 2, sir.
Okay, my number 2 is going to be 4. 4 was actually it was the 3rd album I ever listened to by their band. And honestly, I just loved it. My favorite song off of there is probably Stuck With You. I know a lot of people like Hip to Be Square. I know that's one of their most popular songs. And that one's really good. That's probably my second favorite from this album. But Stuck With You, I don't know. I just like the tune with it. And this one was honestly flawless from the start to beginning.
Yes.
I love this one so much. This is definitely worthy of being like my second favorite. But I mean, honestly, if it just had Hip to Be Square and Stuck With You on this album, it's definitely would still be top 5, even with those 2 songs.
Yeah.
But I mean, this one was released in 1986, so this one was a little bit farther from like their other albums. Like this wasn't an earlier one, but this definitely like when you think of Huey Lewis, you think of 4. And obviously there's other albums like you think of Sports and then their greatest hits.
Oh, yeah.
But when I think of Huey Lewis, it would be 4 because that was probably one of my favorite albums the first time I ever listened to it. But yeah, that's my number 2. What's your number 2?
4. Our top 4 is our top 4 sorry guys. I gotta piggyback what you said, except I think Whole Lotta Lovin' might be my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That's really hard. I do like Jacob's Ladder, Stuck With You. The first half of this album is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob's Ladder, Stuck With You, Whole Lotta Lovin', Doing It All For My Baby, and Hip to Be Square. That's nuts. The last half I don't like as much.
Yeah.
Not quite as much, but it's still amazing. It's kind of hard to pick the top 2, but I when I listen to our number one,
Mhm.
which obviously you guys know what it is now. I'm like, yeah, this has to be number one. It is. 4 is incredible, and so is this next one. So
All right.
Go
Number
ahead.
one for both of us, obviously, now is Sports. Honestly, the greatest album they've ever created.
Yep.
I feel like that's not an unpopular opinion either.
No.
This is honestly like their most classic album. When you think of Huey Lewis, you think of Sports. You think of Sports, 4, and their greatest hits. Even though their greatest hits is a compilation album, that's still what I really think of.
Yeah.
My favorite song from this one was "Want a New Drug." This is actually the first album that I ever listened to from Huey Lewis. And then this one also is flawless from start to finish. I want to say almost every one of these songs I love listening to. There might be like 1 or 2 that are like, okay, I'll still listen to them, but majority of the songs I will enjoy listening to them the whole way. This is undoubtedly their best album they've ever created.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
1983. This is so I bought 4 on record. It was one of my earliest records I ever bought. You got it half price. I actually bought it twice. Did I give you a copy? I feel as though I gave you a copy.
Yeah, you did give me a CD
'cause
copy.
I thought I gave you a record copy. I don't have a CD. I never bought a CD of it.
Sure. Maybe that was.
Because I got you Rush.
Yeah, that was my
of the CD,
girlfriend.
but
Yeah, you did
no,
give
she
me.
gave
you
you
did give me a
the
vinyl.
greatest hits, didn't she?
Someone gave me a Sports CD album because I remember listening to it in my Jeep every day.
No, I gave
work.
you 4. I didn't give you Sports.
Really?
I gave you 4
I
on
could have
record.
sworn it had "Want a New Drug" on there. So that was like.
Well, it wasn't me that gave it to you.
Okay.
Hard Rock and Roll kicks it off. Like, what a great way to kick it off. Heart and Soul's probably my favorite. I love Heart and Soul. Bad is Bad. I Want a New Drug, the original Ghostbusters, which I do. I think I like. I think I Want a New Drug a little better. Even though I do like Ghostbusters a lot. There was a whole lawsuit with that nonsense. But Walking on a Thin Line, Finally Found a Home, If This Is It, is the other contender for my favorites.
Ooh, that's actually a really great song.
Oh, that song's so good.
Oh my gosh.
Heart and Soul and If This Is It, I listen to. Like, I could listen to those things on repeat for days, and they will stick in my head for days, and I will not care. I will be very happy. You Crap Me Up and Honky Tonk Blues, honestly, with closing it off like that, was really good. 38 minutes, 9 songs. This is perfect timing. This is arguably a perfect album.
Oh yeah.
With every song just knocking, like just hitting and hitting and hitting. And there were what 5 hits off that thing?
Oh yeah.
Because there's at least 5 or 6 songs on there that are in the greatest hits alone. So, it's perfect. It's literally perfect, and that is the one record that I still want to get on vinyl. Because most everything I have on, well, I say most everything. I don't have most music on vinyl, but that is one of those that I want to get on vinyl. Like, I've wanted for a long time to do that, and I haven't found a copy I liked yet, and I sometimes tend to forget it. So, yeah. Anything else you want to say about this incredible discography and band?
I think this is a great band. It's like one of those things where if you like more upbeat music, a lot of their albums are really upbeat.
Yeah.
Like I said, I used to listen to one of these albums before going to work every day, and it really got me in the mood. All these are really great. I recommend you listen to all these. I definitely recommend you listen to Sports and 4 and then their greatest albums. If you're going to listen to one of them, I'd listen to the greatest hits first. Even though that's not one of their studio albums, it's a compilation. It's still like you'll find songs that you love, and then you're going to want to listen to the albums that those songs come from. Overall, I think this is a great band. Very worthy of a ranking.
So that greatest hits and ABBA's greatest hits are probably my 2 favorite greatest hits because they perfectly encapsulate every era. But I do recommend listening to the albums nonetheless because there are still great deep cuts on, well, both of those bands, but since we're talking about Huey Lewis and the News specifically here, they still have great deep cuts. Even if they didn't make a hit single or whatever, there's still stuff on all these albums you can appreciate or really dig. So thank you all so much for watching. This was a really fun ranking.
This
Not gonna
was-
lie, that was. We were gonna do this sooner, but unfortunately you fell ill. And we have other content to record later on. So thank you all so much for watching. We will see you in the next episode back in the listening room. Take care, everybody.